Imagine this for a second. You're driving down a winding coastal road. The salty breeze is coming through your windows, the radio is playing your favorite song, and the sun is starting to dip low on the horizon, painting the entire sky in warm shades of orange, pink, and gold. Up ahead, you see a tiny, picture-perfect village perched on the edge of a cliff. Whitewashed buildings, narrow cobblestone streets, little cafes spilling out onto the sidewalks. It looks like something straight out of a postcard. Your heart leaps. You want to stop there. You want to park, walk those streets, eat fresh seafood, and soak in the magic. But then reality hits you. You remember you're driving a motorhome, a big one, and those streets. They're barely wide enough for a scooter, let alone a giant RV. You sigh, thinking you'll have to park miles away and walk back, or worse, skip the village altogether. But then you glance in your rearview mirror, and you realize something amazing. You're not in a giant bus. You're in a compact, cleverly designed campervan that fits almost anywhere. You spot a tiny parking gap that even a sedan would struggle with, and you slide right in, smoothly, easily, like it was made for you. You step out, walk 30 seconds to the best little restaurant in town, and within minutes, you're sitting at a table overlooking the sea, eating the freshest pasta or grilled fish of your life, watching the locals go about their evening. That, my friends, is the promise of the Dethleffs Globetrail 540 Doctor. Now, most people assume that if you want luxury, you need a massive motorhome the size of a bus. And if you want something small, you have to sleep in a cramped, damp, uncomfortable space with a camping toilet tucked behind a flimsy curtain. That's the trade-off, right? Size versus comfort? Well, Dethleffs just threw that rulebook out the window. Because what if I told you that in just 5.41 meters in length, that's shorter than a standard family car parking spot, this German-engineered masterpiece packs a full garage, a proper kitchen, a comfortable lounge area, a fixed double bed, and, get this, an actual, proper bathroom. And I'm not talking about a bucket with a lid. I'm talking about a real, stand-up shower with a drainage system, a cassette toilet with legroom, and a clever design that doesn't soak your entire van every time you wash your hair. Yes, you heard that right. The Dethleffs Globetrail 540DR is the smallest luxury campervan on the market with a bathroom system that actually works. And today we're going to take a deep, detailed dive into every inch of this little giant. We'll walk around it, climb inside it, test its clever features, and figure out whether this tiny home on wheels is the ultimate freedom machine for couples and solo adventurers. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's explore the Globetrail 540 Doctor. Let's start on the outside because the first thing you notice about this van is just how incredibly compact it is. The number 540 in the name tells you everything you need to know about its length. It measures exactly 5.41 meters from bumper to bumper. To give you some perspective, that's only slightly longer than a long wheelbase delivery van you see dropping off packages in your neighborhood. But this isn't a delivery van covered in dents and scratches. This is a premium, stylish, head-turning piece of German automotive design. Depending on your preference and market, you can get it built on either a Fiat Ducato or a Citroën Relay chassis. Both are tried, tested, and incredibly reliable workhorses. The Globetrail stands about 2.65 meters tall and is just over 2 meters wide, making it narrow enough to slip through height barriers and width restrictions that would stop a larger motorhome dead in its tracks. Now, why does size matter so much? Because the best destinations in the world are never found on the main highways. They're hidden at the end of narrow, winding roads. They're tucked away in medieval hilltop towns, coastal fishing villages, and mountain passes where huge tour buses can't go. With the Globetrail 540DR, you don't have to compromise on your destination. You can explore the Greek islands, weave through the Alps, park right in the heart of Rome, or squeeze into a campsite pitch that every other van has to skip. The short wheelbase gives you a turning circle that is genuinely car-like. U-turns? Easy. Parallel parking? A breeze. Reversing into a tight spot? You'll do it with one hand on the steering wheel and a smile on your face. It's the ultimate urban warrior and the perfect mountain goat, all rolled into one sleek, compact package. And the exterior styling deserves a mention too. Those 16-inch alloy wheels, the modern LED lighting, the clean, aerodynamic lines, this van doesn't just drive well, it looks fantastic doing it. You'll feel proud pulling up anywhere, whether it's a 5-star campsite or a wild parking spot overlooking a fjord. When you need to use the toilet, you simply slide the door closed, and suddenly you have legroom. Actual proper legroom. You can sit comfortably, read your phone, take your time, without feeling like your knees are pressed against the wall. The cassette toilet is well designed, easy to empty, and practical for off-grid camping. But the real genius is the shower. Remember how I said the aisle usually gets flooded in other vans? Well, Dethleffs designed the floor of the aisle itself to be the shower tray. When you want a shower, you lift up a wooden cover panel that sits flush with the rest of the floor. Underneath that cover is a deep, recessed shower base with a central drain. The floor is properly waterproofed, so water flows straight down the drain instead of creeping under the furniture. You close those curved tambour doors around you, and suddenly you're standing in a spacious, private, stand-up shower enclosure. There's enough room to move your arms, bend down, wash your hair, and actually enjoy the experience. It doesn't feel cramped or claustrophobic. And when you're done, the water stays exactly where it should, inside the shower tray. The rest of the van stays dry, your bed stays cozy, and your shoes stay on the floor, completely untouched by a single drop of water. It's simple, but it's absolutely genius. This is the kind of engineering that makes you wonder why no one thought of it sooner. It transforms how you use the van, especially on longer trips where you're showering every day. No more damp towels, no more steamed-up windows, no more wet floors. Just clean, comfortable, luxury living in a tiny space. Now, let's step back and look at the rest of the living space, because the bathroom isn't the only clever feature in this van. Up front, you have the classic campervan dinette layout. The two front cab seats swivel around to face the rear, and behind them, there's a comfortable bench seat. Between them, a table slides forward and backward on a rail, and you can extend it to create a decent-sized dining area for up to 4 people. It's perfect for a rainy afternoon with a board game, a cozy dinner for 2, or just sitting with your laptop and a cup of coffee while watching the rain patter on the windshield. The table is lightweight, easy to move, and completely removable if you want extra floor space. The bench seat has storage underneath, so you can tuck away shoes, books, or outdoor gear without cluttering the living area. Next to the dinette is the kitchen, and for a van this small, it's genuinely impressive. You get a 2-burner gas hob with a glass cover that doubles as extra counter space when you're not cooking. There's a stainless steel sink with a mixer tap, and the whole unit feels solid, premium, and well-built, as you'd expect from a German manufacturer. But the real star of the kitchen is the fridge. Dethleffs has installed an 84-liter compressor fridge, and here's the best part, includes a separate freezer compartment. That's right, a freezer. In a van this tiny, that means you can keep ice cream, frozen vegetables, meat, or even ice cubes for your evening gin and tonic. It's a luxury that many larger motorhomes don't even offer. With 84 liters of cold storage, you can easily keep a few days' worth of fresh produce, dairy, drinks, and leftovers. It's quiet, efficient, and runs on 12-volt power, so it works perfectly even when you're off-grid and not plugged into a campsite electrical hookup. Now, let's talk about where you sleep. At the rear of the van, you'll find a fixed transverse double bed. Now, let's be completely honest here, it's a cozy bed. It measures 197 centimeters in length and varies in width from about 118 centimeters at the widest point to 132 centimeters in the middle. That's snug. It's perfect for couples who like to sleep close or for solo travelers who want to stretch out diagonally and enjoy the space. But if you need more sleeping room, or if you're traveling with a friend or child, Dethleffs offers an optional pop-top roof. This lifts up to create an enormous adult-sized bed upstairs, measuring 209 centimeters long by 143 centimeters wide. That's genuinely spacious, big enough for 2 adults to sleep comfortably without feeling cramped. With a pop-top, the Globetrail 540DR can sleep up to 4 people, making it incredibly versatile for weekend getaways with friends or family trips. The rear bed also features overhead storage lockers, reading lights, and USB charging ports, so you can charge your phone overnight while you read a book. Little touches like these make a huge difference when you're living in the van for days or weeks at a time. Of course, all these clever interior features don't mean much if the van is horrible to drive. So let's talk about what's happening under the hood and behind the wheel. The Globetrail 540DR is powered by the legendary 2.2-liter Fiat Multijet 3 diesel engine. In its standard configuration, it produces 140 horsepower, which is more than enough to move this relatively lightweight campervan with ease. It accelerates smoothly, cruises happily at highway speeds, and doesn't struggle on steep mountain inclines. You can also opt for an automatic gearbox if you prefer, which takes the stress out of stop-and-go traffic and makes hill starts completely effortless. The 6-speed manual transmission is slick and precise, and the clutch is light enough for city driving. The steering is responsive and well-weighted, and thanks to the short wheelbase, the van feels agile and planted through corners. It doesn't wallow or sway like a bigger motorhome. It drives more like a large car, which is a huge confidence boost for new campervan owners. The gross vehicle weight is 3,500 kilograms, which is the sweet spot for standard car licenses in most countries. And within that weight, you have a respectable payload so you can pack your camping chairs, bicycles, outdoor cooking gear, clothes, food, and water without worrying too much about exceeding the limit. And if you want to bring even more toys, the Globetrail has a towing capacity of up to 2,500 kilograms. That means you can tow a small trailer, a boat, a jet ski, or even a compact car. Suddenly, this tiny van becomes a base camp for all sorts of adventures: cycling, kayaking, hiking, diving, you name it. The fuel economy is also impressive for a camper van. With careful driving, you can expect around 28 to 30 miles per gallon, which is excellent for a vehicle of this size. That means longer trips, fewer fuel stops, and more money in your pocket for nice restaurants and exciting excursions. So, after all that detail, let's bring it together. Who is the Dethleffs Globetrail 540DR really for? It's for the minimalist who refuses to sacrifice quality. It's for the traveler who wants to chase sunsets down the narrowest roads and sleep in the most breathtaking spots. It's for the couple who dreams of a 2-week road trip through the Alps or a month-long coastal journey through Croatia, but doesn't want to wrestle a giant bus through tiny medieval villages. It's for urban explorers who want to park in the heart of the city and wake up to the sound of church bells. It's for solo adventurers who want a comfortable, secure, stylish home on wheels that feels like an extension of their personality. But let's be completely honest, this van isn't perfect for everyone. If you need a massive king-size bed with room to starfish, the rear bed might feel a little tight. And if you're over 6 feet tall, you might want to test the length of the bed before you commit. The shower, while brilliant, requires a few seconds of setup and takedown each time, which might feel like a hassle for some. And if you're a family of 4 who needs permanent separate sleeping spaces, you'll definitely want to opt for that pop-top roof. However, for the right person, the couple, the solo traveler, the weekend adventurer, the Globetrail 540DR offers something that almost no other van in its class can match. You get a bathroom you can actually use properly, a kitchen that works, a lounge that feels cozy, and a driving experience that feels like a car. The competition usually forces you to choose between having a shower or having a comfortable bed. But here you get both. You get the freedom to go anywhere, the luxury to enjoy every moment, and the clever engineering to make it all fit in just over 5 meters of length. That's not just a camper van. That's freedom redefined. Now I want to hear from you. Does the unique center bathroom system blow your mind like it did mine? Or do you think you'd prefer a bigger bed and sacrifice the shower? Would you take the pop-top roof for extra sleeping space or keep it simple for 2 people? I read every single comment, and I genuinely love hearing your thoughts and experiences. So don't be shy. Share your opinion down below. Let's get a conversation going. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Dethleffs Globetrail 540DR, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our future reviews. We've got some incredible motorhomes and adventure vehicles coming up, and trust me, you don't want to miss them. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and remember, the best adventures start when you decide to take the road less traveled. Thanks for watching and happy travels.